Okay, what we're going to be doing now is looking at Paul's paper as if it were an APA paper and not an MLA paper. Okay, so what I did was I took off all of his first page just to show you how that was, and well, not all the first page, but all the things on the top left corner. And so what APA needs to have you do is start on its own page, and the first thing you need to do is to make sure it's, if you, let's just say you've got the beginning of it, make sure you insert a page break to get that first page by itself, because you actually have to put a header called a running head on the left, and with a shortened version of the title in caps, and then on the right the page numbers. And so to do that, you want to go to Insert and Footer, and then Edit Footer, not Edit Footer, and then go to Header, not Footer, did I say Header? Okay. And then you want to go to either this or the Edit Header and go to this. Then you want to have 3 columns, okay? And then click on this, and then you type in lowercase, caps and lowercase, capital R, running head, whoops, colon. Let's just say his title was Onward Christian Soldiers, colon, okay? So we'll do that, Onward Christian, oops, Soldiers. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next tab marker, and we're going to take that middle one out because nothing goes there. And then we're going to tab over to the right, oops, actually a space over to the right, and delete this so that we're at the far right margin. And then an easy way to do this is to put down the code for the page numbering. So insert, you go to document info, and then insert, you get field, and then insert field, and then scroll down under the field names until you see the one marked page, and then just click format, and then OK. And so you've got that set, and that's in the margins. But before you get out of it, or if you forget, you want to go back, you want to make sure you're still in headers, then this is not in the same font as the rest of the text. So you want to go to this font up here, and I believe it's in Times New Roman 12 point, and so we've got it set up. One thing I'm noticing, oh, that's kind of weird. Okay, yeah, I noticed that it was kind of weird. It was on the next line, and that wasn't really what it was supposed to be. It has to be even on the same line as the running head. And so if you'll notice, if you scroll ahead, it's on every single page. And the reason it's needed like that is for the name not to be on it when you get what's called blind reviews. For example, if someone sends a paper to a journal and then it's sent out to reviewers, the name should not be on it, and that's how they do that. So that's why APA tends to send things out to journals more, so that's more typical. And so you're not done, but you are out of the header, so you want to go back to where it says header and footer tools, and then close the footer. And then just scroll down to the middle, and if you aren't already in the centering mode, make sure you click so that it's centering the content on the page. So you click that, and then you can type in your title, Onward Christian Soldiers. Now, prior to this, I had actually put this in boldface, and that's okay because I just let you, okay? Technically, that's not APA style. You just have the title on the next page, I believe. I need to be accurate on that, but for our purposes, it is not critical. Okay. And I forget the title actually. I'm just going to copy and paste this. Okay. Oops. And I don't know whether he has a colon or not, but I'm going to put one there. And there was a period, but it shouldn't be, so I'm taking that out. Okay, so I'm not sure why they are marking that, but maybe maybe that's what they, excuse my stomach, you can hear it. Okay, I guess I'm hungry. Okay, you still want to keep this centered, but not bold. So let's just say you need the name, your name, the instructor's name. Then you have English 123, X 2458. You even can put the term. Okay, and then a lot of times it's important to put the institution down. You can even put the date. Okay, that would be February 2nd, 2016. If you want to write out February, that's fine. Okay, so you've got that set up. Now, if we go to view 100% or one page, okay, see how that looks? That's good. Let me double check about this. I'm going to make sure that I'm telling you the exact right thing. So, the APA style is specifically supposed to have, normally also they have an abstract, but I never ask anybody to do it. Okay, you have a running head, like I've shown you, and then you have the title, and then the name, and the name of the class, and then the professor's name, and the date. And the only thing added that I have is the course, which is fine. So that's correct. That's what I thought. Yeah. Sometimes instead of the course, it's affiliation, but you didn't really need to. It's no big deal. And if you have an abstract that you had to write, like in psychology course you do, that goes right after this page before the rest of it. Okay? So then let's go to your basic. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. There we go. And then he's got his references, which they were called Works Cited before because he does his in MLA. But yours, if you have APA, needs to be called references. Now, then you need to also make sure that you just use the regular double spacing, and it's probably even helpful to look to see whether you've got simple double spacing, and it looks like there's some extra spacing in there. Just make these 0 and 0 and hanging and everything to the left. This hanging is different than the rest of the paper, which the rest of the paper is first line. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so you make sure you do that. There's no need for any extra spaces because it's easy to tell where the citations begin. And then you need to have it in accurate APA style. So this top one is a little bit more accurate, although these bottom ones are all still in MLA. I just didn't want to change that. So that's what we have for APA.